Hey YouTube, this is Lucas, and I'm here to talk about Quibids. Okay, so a lot of people are talking and posting about how it is a large scam, and this is not helped by the many videos up there that are on YouTube right now and are trying to scam people. This is not one of those videos. This is a refer a friend link down there. I'm gonna give you a few tips and talk about how this could be a bad idea depending on what kind of person you are. So, Quibids is a penny auction website, first of all, and if you're not good at controlling yourself, then it's probably a bad idea, because when you put in 60 bids into something and you win something and you actually save a lot of money, all of a sudden you're hooked, and that's what people are talking about. Some people will get hooked. They'll win one like $50 gift card just by chance because they'll get it for like 30 cents, and then they'll put like 200 bucks in and just keep bidding on the big items. Well, there's like 2 hours left, and it's just like, man, you're just wasting your money at this point. So the only way to actually do this well is A, get some refer friends, which I'm trying to do, or B, you have to win bids. And to win bids, you have to bid on smaller items first. And I know a lot of people say stay away from the bid vouchers, and I actually do agree with this. The best way to win bids is actually to bid on the $10 and $25 gift cards that have gameplays. Gameplays are actually worth equivalent to approximately 50 bids, because I know myself, I've won about 6 or 7 of them, and every time I've gotten at least 50 bids. So, except for, like, I had one bad game, but I still got 30 bids or something. So that is probably the best way to win bids. And some strategies that a lot of people use. There's the bullying technique, which is where when somebody will just repetitively bid every time somebody else bids, they will bid until everybody just gives up, because it's like, wow, this guy's just going to make me waste all my bids. This is kind of effective, but it can be costly, and I wouldn't recommend it unless you've already won a lot of bids. Another strategy is using bidomatics. I personally like this strategy a little bit, except I put a bit of a twist on it. But bidomatics are very scary, and you definitely don't want to bid against one. But there are people that will, and using them can also be as costly, if not more costly, as the bullying strategy, because it will keep bidding every time to make sure you can't lose the auction as long as it has bids left. But people will just hit bid until you turn off your bidomatic, or until it runs out of time on most auctions. But what I like to do is I like to, at the very beginning of an auction, get my bidomatic running, so it's at like 10 or 12 cents with just a few bids, so like 5 to 10 bids. And it scares people off almost. Like, it's like people are like, oh man, this guy's already one of those people who's just going to keep bidding until I've wasted all my bids and he's going to make nothing on this, save no money. Oh man, sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, so it works occasionally, but I find that I actually end up throwing away a lot of bids. Like, I'll throw away my 5 bids and not get something, and that kind of hurts, because 5 bids is like $3, so it's just like throwing away $3. Another thing you want to do well, another strategy is that when people don't bid until the last second. I also don't like this one because everybody does it. Everybody bids on the very last second. It's just like, well, awesome. Now I've hit the button and 3 more people had the balls to wait like that extra half second to not hit the button until after I'd hit the button. So I've just thrown away another bid because it'll go up like 6 cents and I won't be in front. So there's no chance of me getting it. It's also the most conservative way to play, but I haven't won very many auctions doing it, and I don't find I find I actually lose more bids than both of the other strategies. Regardless of a lot of videos recommending it, I find there's usually somebody who's bullheaded enough to push me out of the auction. So I wouldn't recommend it, but it's up to you because it's probably the safest way to play. And of course, there's the don't go, like you'd never want to go after anything that's too big until you've built up like enough, like 1,000 to 1,500 bids or something like that. Because there's just no way you're going to get them because there are the people. That's what I'm going to talk about next. I find that when I watch for the names, and I watch for names that keep coming up. I'll go look at all the bid voucher bids, even though I won't bid on them because I don't like them because they're really competitive, and all of the people who are bidding on them have already won enough bids to be able to bid on them, which is very frustrating. I apologize for the video quality, but okay. So I'll see names like Timber 7 or something like that. This one guy, and I know I've seen him win over 500 bids, so I know he's got a lot of bids. So whenever I see him in an auction, I'm usually going to stay away unless it's. But I also know what his tendencies are, and he usually drops out by the time he's dropped like 10 bids on it. If he gets to that point, there are a few that I saw him go way past that and just bully people out, but I see his name quite often, but that's what I'm talking about. You gotta watch for names that keep coming up on the bid voucher bids and on small gift cards with gameplays, because you know those are the people that are actually winning and have accumulated large amounts of bids and will be able to win any auction they want to, because they can outbid everybody else. And then there are the people that you can watch and you see them making really dumb mistakes. Like I see this one, it's like Dodge or something, or I don't know. But I've seen him about, I don't know, 50 times, and I have no idea how he's still bidding, because every single auction I've seen him win was Jolly Roger won, that's what it was. Every single auction I see him bid like 300 times, and it's like a 100 bid auction, and I never bid against him because I know that's what's going to happen, because it always does. So that's just another thing you got to keep an eye on that I haven't actually seen many videos talk about, is just watching what the other people do and watching for repeat names. And the last point I like to make is when you're bidding against people, in the top right hand corner it shows whether it's single or bid-o-matic. This isn't really that big of a starters thing, so I'm just assuming you know that. But so the bid-o-matic, beside that is their name, and if you click on their name, then you can, or even if you don't click, if you just scroll over, you can see what they've recently won. And that can be really helpful, because if you see that they've won like a whole bunch of good stuff, or not that much, or they have like one big thing, but that would just be lucky, then you know whether they're actually skilled or just trying to learn this still. So gotta keep an eye on that too. And once again, refer a friend down there. Appreciate it, because I need the free bids right now. I kinda don't have much money, and I'm bids, which isn't very good, but I'm hanging in there, and every bid counts. So help out. I hope I was helpful. See ya.